Hi guys and gals, this is Nova Cookie 232 and welcome to another part of Minecraft Beta Survival. I was about to make it longer there, but that's about adequate length. Now, I have an issue, a controversial issue, which you guys at least seem to have liked on my MHC video a little bit back. I've got two actually, but I only use one now and on another video, and that should be enough for now, I guess. But firstly, I'm going to outline what I really want to do. This part, I want to kind of make this area a little bit safer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down a bunch of trees, perfect for a conversation, and then I'm going to make some fences and fence area around, just to make it a little bit more safer, a little bit safer around. And then yeah. So if we go on and move, do that, we'll create tools a little bit. Like I need to think about it a little more. So yes, and I can get into the conversation I was gonna talk about. Maybe I don't have the right. No, I just made another pickaxe. Maybe I don't have the right to talk about certain conversations, but I think I do. We just move this here. There we go. So we get to a tree. Okay, no, nothing is chasing me. I get some blocks, possibly some wood blocks, because it's easier to cut down. And just gonna hit you. Get some wool. Yep. So, the issue I'm talking about, or controversial issue, or topic, is to do with the book, the Battleheim Tiger Mom, I believe it's called. And I haven't read it myself, but it's the controversy behind it, and I'll talk a little bit about it. I got told about this book by one of my friends, or a friend, that doing sociology, and of course, doing studies and such. So this particular one's about parenting and how you grow, how you parent, how somebody parents their children, and what that leads on to, based on other studies and such. This particular book kind of brings maybe an outside look based on this mother, Miss Cho, or Chua, yeah, Chua, Miss Chua. A kind of outlook on her own parenting style, or her and her husband's parenting style. They basically, there's many controversies behind this book, and it's people have been labeling it Chinese parenting style when she's in fact the second generation, second or third generation immigrant, which I'm not the negative connotation of immigrant, positive connotation, by the way. And she has a law. She's currently working at Yale University law. I think she is, or has been, a lawyer. Anyway, this book, the Tiger Mom, let's call it, it's easier to say. This book basically follows her and in raising her two children. I forgot the names, but I'm not going to say names really. Sheep, yes, there we go. Oh, three, damn it. And her parenting style is kind of like, it's strict, to say the least. It's very much, I guess you can say Chinese, but I don't use it. That is very broad and stereotypical, so I'm not going to say that. I would say it's more family pride based, and somewhat, if you don't achieve the best, you're nothing, and you should be ashamed if you do not achieve the best, kind of thing. She basically, one of the things she demands from the children is A's. However, not from certain subjects, and these two subjects that she specifies are drama and sports, or PE, physical education. Apart from the issue about excluding those two subjects, I'm going to talk about the first bit. It's very, I think, expecting A's from your children constantly is very, and maybe I'm not a first grade source for this, considering I'm not a parent myself, but personally I would say if you expect A's from your children automatically, and if they don't get A's, then you punish them. In the example she would burn their stuffed toys, their soft toys, which is very extreme, and I kind of relate it to something. They already damned themselves for failing, and they've damned themselves because they know they have to tell you, and you'll find out. And not only that, when they do eventually tell you, you then burn their stuffed toys, which may be the only way of escaping and being able to learn from their mistakes. It also relates to how you can't just have damning after damning after damning. If you say to your child, if you get A's, you won't get shouted at, and they don't get A's, they get shouted at. They're even sadder, and every time they don't get A's, they get shouted at. So this may, for some children, work well in the sense that it will get them to get A's if they're capable of doing so, or if they feel capable of doing so. It's completely taking away kind of the whole thing of it's kind of being scared to fail, and that is wrong. You should be fearful of failure, but you shouldn't be scared of failure. You should be aware of it, I think. A better term to say. You should be aware of failure, but not necessarily be punished for every failure you've ever done in life, because this leads to just complete. It can lead to, in some children, very negative things. And I think the other issue I had with it was the whole when it kind of excluded two things: drama and sports, or PE. Drama being, I would say, it excludes all acting careers, all commentating careers, all careers to do with theatre or theatre, which is terrible. It's like saying, oh, if you go into these jobs, you are shameful, and you should never go into these jobs, because it's basically saying you shouldn't try hard in these because there's not worth it. It's not worth it to try hard in these because these are not high up in speech marks jobs. Which is completely wrong. It's really what you're happy with. It's not whether it's high up or not, it's really what you're happy with. If you're happy to be in an acting career, then there you go. If you're not happy, then again, there you go. It's what you're happy with, and that's what it should be. Another thing I would say is sports. It's really, again, what you're happy with. Whatever it is, Olympics, freaking marathons, fundraising, whatever it is, whatever you do for an actual full-time job you earn a lot of money for, or you earn enough to live on, and you actually like the job, when I think that's just go away. Don't jump my block. It's kind of like damning. It's probably at 10 minutes now. Yeah, it's kind of like damning children for being in a certain career because it's shameful. And I think it leads back to the whole thing. It's shameful to your family, which is, I think, a very bad thing to say. You shouldn't be worried about what your family thinks about you. You should be more worried about what you think of yourself. Maybe people think not. But that's what I think. You should be more worried about what you think of yourself. Less of what your family think of you. You should not worry about what your family think of you. go. Make many fences. You should never worry about what your family thinks about you. Unless you are genuinely, I can't say this is a very hard topic, but it's, you are genuinely I wouldn't say a problem, more of a worry. It's hard to say. I'm not going to continue that bit. I know I'm probably going to make a mistake. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna just fence off certain areas. So around here, if I just go around. There we go. Oh, I remember I can't place on things. Oh, it's gonna take an age to break. Anyway, yeah, it's the shame. The part of like dishonoring your family is, I think, very terrible. It's a bad thing to say because it's basically saying if you don't do what I say, then you are a terrible person and should be, and you should just not do what you're doing. You should be ashamed of what you're doing, and that is just wrong. Maybe I'm not explaining it very well considering it's on the video, which I apologise for, by the way. If I've explained it terribly, please tell me. Oh, hi. I am like trying to do two things at once and doing a controversial issue, which is, you know, a little bit hard for me, to say the least. Oh god, you scared the hell out of me. Die. Do you know what? Die. Woof. Oh god, I should have bring you out. There we go. This area is generally, you know, lit up. I can't quite reach down. But yeah, I think that parenting style of strictness to the point where if you don't get that, then you basically get all your happiness taken away from you is very just undermining and can lead to very terrible things, I would say, such as well, not insecurity is not exactly a terrible thing. Everyone has insecurities. I would say these two things like I don't know. At least these things like a lot of things. I can't really. I could put it in a general sense, but that's not really staying with the issue. Putting it in a general sense, just social society. It's detaching yourself from society and not understanding it. You just understand the academic side of it, which isn't actually the full side of it. It's more of a side of it, you know, most of us don't really think about. I don't know. I think it's a little bit extreme. I think that's the easiest way of explaining it. It's extreme. I should just have a block out here. Just seeing out there. There we go. Well, try to explain that. But yeah, I think parenting style, well, it should be based differently on each child. It shouldn't be strict to the point where you basically destroy them before life is even started. Yes, it's that time. Sleep. And go around the back as well. I guess next time, well, when for the next video put up, or it won't be the next video put up. The next time. Oh hi. the next time I do put up a video, it will be about another controversial issue or topic, and that is video game culture. If I remember to do it, you know how culture of video games, it's misled to a point. What people think, girl gamers, you know, the controversy behind just simply that phrase. You're just a gamer. In my personal opinion, just a gamer. And I think certain girls, well, definitely not most girls. Most girls are definitely don't do this. Certain girls do it, like say they're a gamer girl because they want to. I'm getting this, but it's kind of a preview thing. Because, well, you know, it's a little bit. To attract people, like or they go on the game specifically just to attract people. But I don't know. That's a very slippery slope I don't want to go down. Currently, at least, I'm not prepared. I was not very prepared for the Chua one, but I'm even less prepared for that one. So I won't go. I'll cross this avenue later, I think. I personally would like to cross this avenue later. There we go. We just break this back a little bit. There we go. I'm sure we can break it back far enough. Nah, I think we can do more. So whilst I'm doing this, I want to know, like, if you want to, of course, only if you want to, if you could comment or in some way, maybe not your views, because that if you could put your views if you want, I don't mind. Every view is valid. Everyone's view is valid. You know what you thought of it. If I poorly explained that and poorly explained my own view on it, because if I did, then apologies. All I can really say to that. Yeah. I think. Well, that's what I think. Maybe I didn't really think about it for long enough to do it, but it is my thinking and doing opinion of it. Maybe not my complete opinion, but yeah. That's what I think. So, if I just extend this out this bit here. We go. I did have enough friends, damn it. There we go. There we go. I think that's very nice. Slightly set up adequately with a ton of torches. Not like in the new versions where the light level is so low. There we go. So I've got a fence around the house. Maybe not very protective, but at least it stops from the most immediate attacks like creepers, which comes us quite nicely to an end. Use most of our fence. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found my controversial arguments and discussion somewhat appealing. If you didn't, tell me. I thought it was pretty bad, but if you didn't, tell me. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see everybody later. Bye.